Wow, we got another story about a public transit bus slams into a building. Yeah, we just had one a couple days ago of a King County Metro bus. Now we got a Long Island Transit. Check it out.
This is the KTLA 5 News at 4:30. I'm Sandra Mitchell along with Samantha Cortese, and we are following some breaking news right now. This is the scene in Long Beach.
Wow. A bus has crashed into a building. Gil Davis is overhead in Sky 5. Gil, what's going on here?
Sam and Sandra, big response here by Long Beach Police, or Fire Department, I should say. We are looking at South Street and California Avenue. Now, this accident happened around 3:17 this afternoon. It's a bus that went into a building here. We are understanding that this is a restaurant, a seafood restaurant. As I push in here, you'll see a vehicle at the front of the bus. It's completely crumpled up there as the firefighters look into this. But I can tell you that Long Beach Fire says that they are treating 14 patients total. 4 were immediate patients that needed transport, 1 that needed a delayed transport, and 9 minor injuries in this accident. But that bus, almost halfway into that building there, again, a restaurant, and it looks like the vehicle in the front, where it's unclear if that vehicle was parked at the time driving. It's unclear at this point, and it's also unclear out of the 14 patients, unknown how many were on the bus itself. But again, that building very badly damaged at this point, and South Street will remain closed for several blocks as they investigate this crash. That's the latest overhead up in Sky 5. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
A really heavy vehicle and a lot of damage. All right, 14 people injured. Again, that's Long Beach. We'll keep Gil overhead and bring you any updates.
Oh, wait, but there's more.
Bus slams right into a restaurant in Long Beach.
And Desmond Shaw is live overhead in Sky Cal. Des, we are hearing more than a dozen people are injured.
That's right, Pat and Chauncey. 14 is what we're being told here by Long Beach authorities, ranging from minor to critical injuries here at the corner of South Street in California, where this bus slammed into, looks like kind of a mixed-use building here with a restaurant on the bottom floor called the Bougie Crab, and then some units, some residential units above this. And look at this right here, what looks to be the mangled remains of a vehicle that got pinned between the bus and the building. Now, we don't know if anyone was in that vehicle. That looks really, really awful. My hope is that this was a parked vehicle right here along this green curb that was hopefully unoccupied and got pushed into the building. It's not clear what caused this horrific crash, but again, 14 people injured, from minor to serious injuries here. I have to imagine that the structural integrity of this building could be severely compromised as well. Unclear what led up to all this, but South Street's going to be shut down for many hours while the authorities and fire department handle this terrible crash on the north end of Long Beach on South Street. Live in Sky Cal overhead, I'm Desmond Shaw. Pat Chauncey.
You know, I know a lot is not known at this time, Desmond, as to exactly what caused this this horrific crash. Do we know that everyone inside that building is out?
I have to imagine at this point, I should also mention, Pat, we're not clear if all of the injuries were on the bus or if some folks were injured inside of this restaurant. I mean, it is kind of normal business hours for the restaurant. I would have to imagine that it was open at the time that this all happened. So it's unclear, like I said, that the mix of the injuries, if they were all on the bus or some folks inside of this building as well.
Yeah, Desmond, that was my next question. Have you seen any of the workers or anyone from the restaurant here on scene?
We have not seen anyone coming out of this building. I'll just widen out and show you, though, the whole scene. There have been some ambulances down here kind of standing by if anyone else was injured. Those folks that were seriously injured, I believe, have long since been taken to the hospital. And it's unclear. You know, they're saying from minor to critical injuries. You know, hopefully the majority of them were just minor injuries and were treated here on the scene. But we know that at least a few people had to be taken to the hospital because of all this.